Scorpio, to your June love reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on in love for you. Remember, this is a general reading. Okay, so take what resonates, what doesn't resonate, go ahead and throw that away. And also, energies can be reversed. So if you know that's not you and that's them, go ahead and reverse those energies. Okay, getting straight into this. Messages, please. Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands coming out. I love it. Some kind of new offer. Could be a reconciliation coming in. Ooh, liking that. New ideas going around. Let's see. Clarifying on the Ace of Wands, please. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Having this Page of Wands coming in. I do feel like there is some kind of message that's coming in that somebody might want to apologize for something. They definitely want to have some kind of forgiveness going on. So it definitely is talking about this forgiveness, this new idea of how they want to come towards you. Having this Page of Wands. This could definitely be a Aries or a Sagittarius coming towards you. Doesn't have to be. Or, yeah, I have Sag here twice. So let's see what's going on. Definitely talking about wanting this forgiveness when it comes to love. So whatever is going on over here, it does feel like they want a new, fresh start with you. They do want to apologize. They do have some kind of information that they want to give to you. Some kind of, maybe it's the way that they want to apologize. Maybe it's almost like they've been thinking about, how is it that I want to come toward you to ask for forgiveness about the situation? There was some failure in the past over here. So I am seeing that there was some maybe lack of commitment as well. So maybe it was, guys were supposed to be taking it to the next level and it just never went the way it was supposed to go. And in fact, in the end, it became more of a burden. Maybe for them. It feels like they kind of pulled away from the situation and now they want to return. And kind of like this redemption, right? Sorry that I pulled away from you. I see that we should be together. I do feel like there's this kind of up and down within the relationship, and I feel like they weren't sure whether or not they were ready for this commitment, ready for this next step. But it does look like they have been thinking about the situation and wanting to come and they want to progress this. They want to move forward within this relationship. So if they pulled away and said, you know what, I'm not sure, they may have even ghosted you and now they're coming back around because they realize where the love really truly is. I think they had a lot of thinking to do. Maybe they were a little fearful of taking this commitment to the next level. Whatever is going on within the situation, take it how it resonates, but that's what it looks like, that they may have ghosted you, pulled away, something of this nature, but they did have this sudden awareness that the more that they kept pulling away from you or you weren't around, the things that they're doing over here, they realized that through this, with this retreat, right, yeah, they're noticing that you are the one for them. I think that there was a lot of fear over here. I think they were overloaded within their thoughts and the way their feelings were. Because I see the fear over here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That shows insecurities, fear of committing to this relationship. So it just looks like they are going to come back a little impulsive because they have been a little restless within their mind about what they're going to, it's all about what they're going to say. This has really been conflicting them a lot. So it does look like for, you know, at this time right now, it does feel like there's a lot of frustration within them. A lot of scattered energy as well. I think they're also a little fearful that you're not going to take them back or see it the way they're seeing the relationship. So they're going to use a lot of self-expression in the way that they want to self-express this relationship. For some of them, there also is a lot of self-improvement as well. So if you knew that, you know what, they've been showing signs of insecurities this whole time, so it does feel like they have gone in within the Hermit over here and had this kind of talk within themselves, right? They're like, man, I really messed this up. I need to go forgive, get some forgiveness. I hope they forgive me when it comes to the situation. They do feel like they're a little stuck within their mind, and that they've been careless with your heart. Wow, definitely feeling like they've been careless with your heart. They're very dissatisfied with the way that things have been working out within this relationship and the way that this has turned. So they could be coming back very defensive, because there is this overwhelming piece within them that says, you know what, I was looking at the long-term success. Now I see where my love really is. They really want the Ten of Pentacles. They really do realize that this is, you know what, this was where my love really was. I really screwed this up. And they're hoping that they can have a recovery with you, trying to get that forgiveness and making some kind of positive change within this relationship. It's almost like they want to kind of make this from scratch. That's really what it feels like. It really feels like, I'm going to come back. I want you to understand. I want to kind of throw all of that away and start this from scratch with you. Definitely. But they're afraid that this is kind of just an illusion within their mind. They're afraid that this is something that's, wishful thinking. This is their wishful thinking. They're just hoping that you take their cup of love. Searching for that purpose, yeah. So it does look like they do want to offer some kind of date, go out, have this talk about the situation, making plans with you so that you guys can get past this. They want to release all of this past energy and really, I'm going to say start from scratch. They definitely do want to start from scratch with you. They want to make this new relationship to like a brand new relationship, saying, can we kind of like put what happened 2 months away, so we can start this all over again, start from on a different foot, on a different mindset. Because I do realize that ever since they walked away, they're not happy with the choice that they had made when it comes to this situation. Let's get some Romeo and Juliet cards over here and see what's going on. A couple cards, please. Yeah, I really do see them coming back. Boy, they do have some confusion, though. So, even though they've been thinking about what they're going to say and how they're going to do this, I still feel like there's a lot of confusion and frustration. So, they may be even saying some weird things. Or maybe it's just like, hurry up and just get to the point, right? Because that's kind of like how it is. Like, okay, so the point is, and this is because of the worry and the concern. They feel like this is the ultimate risk that they are taking. And they do feel like they risked it all, Yeah, that they don't want this to be misinterpreted into a different scenario. They want you to actually understand, why they're wooing you. Because they do want to come back and woo you and coo you, right? And have this immediate action. But, like I said, there's a lot of worries. They want to confess their love. And, maybe they didn't really confess their love last time. Maybe you felt it was like kind of a game for some of you. And that was just because they didn't realize what they had until it was gone. But I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like they're the ones that pulled away from the situation. They made the wrong decision. And now they really want you to understand that they did realize that they did make the wrong decision. Boy, they're paying the price for it. Yeah, because of the punishment that they're putting themselves through. It's kind of like one of those things where it's kind of like, okay, we're going to go out dating. We're going to do all this stuff. I put a lot of energy into this relationship. Then all of a sudden they back away because they think that it's not that big of a deal. And once they realized, and that was just because of the fear, once they're gone and they pulled away, it was like all they could do was think of you and think about what was going on within the situation. But then they thought that maybe they like lost out on this situation. But now they want to come back and say, I kind of messed that up. I guess you were more to me than I realized at the time. But I also think it was a lot, like I said, of insecurities going on within their life, within their head. They weren't seeing it for what it truly was. I do feel like a lot of them did leave you hanging and left you sad, and they know this as well. Maybe you were even trying to call them, trying to figure out, wait, where'd you go? What the hell's going on? You know, we gave all this, you know, all this time and energy and love to the situation. And like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like it felt like a game in the end. They weren't taking it as serious as you were. And once they left, now they're full of worry and indecision because they realized it did mean more to them than they really realized. They thought it was just something. It's definitely, this is the story of you don't realize what you got until it's gone. And that's exactly how they're feeling about this situation. Yeah, they realize all this passion that was actually being put out into the situation, you know, into this love. Yeah. They were scared. 6 of Swords in reverse. They need to let go of old baggage, heal. 5 of Wands. Feels like there was a lot of self-sabotage in this, you know, in the end of this situation. And now they're coming to the conclusion that they know. 6 of Cups to the High Priestess, like, I know where my faults were. I know what was going on, but now I have the 6 of, you know, it's, oh my gosh, it's almost like, yeah, it's definitely that. It's, you don't know what you got until it's gone. Now they want to come back and justify the situation with the 10 of Cups. Because they know that they had made a tower from something that was really good to begin with. Wow. Not seeing the happiness within the situation. But now they want to come back and set things right with you. Wow. Coming back to set things right with you is what's really on their mind. But they do realize that this could be it, though, that you may not forgive them. So they definitely want to come back wooing and making sure that you understand how much that you actually, you know, mean to them with the Lover's card coming out again. Wanting to set things right with the Wheel of Fortune to the 2 of Cups. Wow. Okay, well, we'll see how they're going to, you know, how they're going to come in. Are they going to do exactly, you know, are they going to do what their mind is telling them to do? Or, you know, or are they just going to make this into a nightmare? Because look, you know, if they control the situation too much, they could make it kind of, you know, there's only 2 scenarios I actually could see here, my friends. And it's really that they could come in and what they think is going on within their mind, right, as they're trying to renew this into new love, they could actually make this worse by self-sabotage, by not saying things right, by leaving open, leaving open pages, kind of like, you know, I thought about this the right way, but then I didn't say things the way I should have said it. That could just lead to more confusion. I see that because of the 7 of Cups. It's kind of like, well, I have this cup here, and inside this is all this wishful thinking, and this is how I'm going to do things, and this is what I'm going to say. But if I get stuck, if they get stuck within themselves and that insecurity comes back, that's where that fear comes back in, then they actually could not woo you the right way. This could actually end up very bad. Because then this could turn into one of those things like, what are you really doing? Right? What are you really doing? They think they're coming in to woo and coo for a second chance, and then they end up sticking their foot in their mouth. This is a huge possibility. We can see this. We can see that. So stay open-minded is what I would, you know, that's what I would say. Stay open-minded as much as possible, right, to what they're trying to say. Maybe, you know, if you kind of helped out in the situation, if that's what you really want, if you really want this, you can help them, you know. Say, okay, why don't you just tell me exactly what's on your mind instead of trying to walk around things because I don't have ESP, okay? Right? don't have, yeah, because I have reconciliation. I don't have ESP, right? Got to have some kind of starting point. I'm just not sure if they're actually going to start on the right foot or stick the left right in the mouth. Well, I was here to say such and such a thing, because that's literally what it looks like. It's one of those things where it's like you're so, you know, in your head you can do so many awesome things, but then when it really comes down to actually taking the action, you're doing it all wrong. They start pulling away again. So I think on this one, you guys probably should, like I said, work together. You know, if that's what if you want that, working together would probably be the best start for this situation, because it looks like they're just going to end up, yeah, 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Wands. Huge possibility they're going to just plant more seeds of insecurities. Not saying things correctly. This is definitely going to be the takes 2 to tango. I don't think they're going to, I think for the majority, they're not going to be able to do this alone. I think they're going to have you understanding where they're trying to plant the seeds in this situation. Because you have to come to the conclusion, if they're back, there would only be one reason that they're here after they did such a thing. And that would be to reconcile the situation. But with heavy insecurities like this could end up like, yeah, well, I was just wondering what you're doing, bro. You know, and it's like, okay, that's not how we start these conversations, right? And then if they feel like they're doing something, yeah, if they feel like they're doing something wrong, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, ouch. They're just going to end up walking away from the situation and then kind of kicking their own butt again, because they don't feel like they're just not doing it right. When all they want to do is Knight of Cups. I would say it would take a big person enough to even come back. So I say if they do come back with the Chariot, remember that they're here for a reason. They're here for a reason, you know, and that reason is to show you the love, show you that you really do mean something to them, even though they can't seem to 100% get it right. Oh, gotta love being human. Oh, especially when you have mind over, this is definitely mind over heart situation. It's like, I know where my heart is, but I hope my mind can, you know, can follow through. Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye.